Hello everyone, today is Blue Morning, Blue Day by Foreigner. Amazing song, standard tuning. Let's get to the song. Okay, first we have the riff. It happens on two different guitars and on two different strings. The first one is all on the A string. Start with this. So you go 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. And then 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10. And then kind of like a turnaround to go back to the beginning, you do 8, 7, 5, and start again. You can slide to the 9th fret when it's time to play that note. Okay? And then the second guitar is playing it on the D string. Start with this 9, 8, 9, and then 8, 9, 11, 12, 11, 12, 11, 12. Then 16, 15, 16, and then 15, 16, 17. The ending is gonna be 16 on the G, 17 on the D, 15 on the B, and you slide down to begin again. That's it for the main riff of the song. When you're playing this, if you want to play chords, this happens mainly on the outro. The chords behind these are mainly B minor, classic B minor, and then a G7, but the way I like to play it, it's like this. I only play the D on the 5th fret, the G on the 4th fret, and the B on the 6th fret to get that 7. So I'm doing... Okay, guitars usually play the main riff. There's a point on the outro where you're playing chords. Then we go into the verses. start with this. On the low E string you play the 2nd fret and then slide it up to the 6th fret. Then on the A string you play 2, slide to 5, back to 2. Then you do 5 on the low E, 4 on the A, and then 3 on the low E, 2 on the A, back to 3. That's most of the verse. There are 2 main licks I want to show you. One happens on probably the most popular video of this song that's on YouTube, and the other one happens on a live performance. The first lick is, okay, that first part, instead of playing every note once, you play it 3 times. First the 2nd fret, and then the 6th fret. Continue as per usual. And then when you get to this part, you won't do that, you will do, you have this shape, play 3 on the low E, 2 on the B, open D, and then 3, 2, and 0 on the D. And then when you want to get to the chorus from the verses, when you get to this part, you're gonna play G. You can play a G power chord, a G major chord, and then an F sharp, which is the same shape you're using for the G 1 fret below. The chorus are gonna be a B minor, and a lot of the chords have this feeling, this cha-cha-cha feeling. Then a G, and then you play an F sharp 7 sus 4. Sounds complicated, but it's actually pretty easy. The same shape you use for the G, right? Your bar on the 3rd fret, G on the 4th fret, D and A on the 5th fret, 1 fret down, and instead of playing your D, you play your G on the 5th, on your 4th fret with your pinky. Then remove your pinky and play a normal F sharp 7. And then you can see on the video that the guitar player actually uses his pinky to reach out to the 6th fret, bend that note a little bit, and then begin again the chorus with a B power chord. Okay, so it can be a little bit hard to get used to this stretch, so if you want you can play the 1st fret of the A. It's the same note, but it's harder to bend. And then you begin again. On the solo section we have one guitar behind the main solo that is playing the same frets we played for the first riff, but instead of playing them on the A string, they're being played on the low E string. Okay, the exact same frets you use for the first riff, you play them now on the low E string. The actual solo starts with this phrase. You're gonna play the B on the 9th fret and do 1 bend and release, and then another bend and release. 11 on the G, repeat the first part again, just that this time it's gonna be 1 bend and release. 11 on the G, and then 12 on the D. The second phrase of the solo starts with this. So you slide to the 11th fret of the D, then G on the same fret, B on 10, 9 on high E. And then after that, 14 on high E to 14 on the B to 15, and then 14 on high E B on 15, 17 on high E, and a slide down. Next phrase, you do a hammer on and a pull off between 11 and 10 on the B. Sorry, between 9 and 10. Then 11 to 9 on the G, 11 on the D. You do this twice. And the third time, you just play until the 11th fret of the G. Next phrase, pull off and hammer-ons and pull off between 10 and 12 on the high E, then 12 to 10 on the B, 11 on the G, and now the hammer-ons and pull-offs are going to be between 10 and 14, 12 to 10 on the B, 11 on the G, and then you finish with this. Hammer on and pull off between 10 to 12 on the B, 11 on the G. And the last phrase of the solo is you slide to 14 on the B, 14 on the high E, 16 on the high E, and then bend and release, slide, bend and release, 14, 17 on the B with a bend, and then 16 to 17 on the high E. That's the last phrase of the guitar solo. After this, the only parts you need to know are the last licks that happen on the outro of the song. First, we have something like this. 16 on the G, 17 on the D, 15 to 16 on the D. Then we get to this one. Pretty cool lick. You have the 17th fret of the D, 16 on the G, 15 on B, 17 on high E, 14 on high E. Then you repeat the first lick I taught you. And then there's the lick that ends the song, which is gonna be that one starts with the 16th fret of the G, 17 on the D, 15 on B, 18th on the B, 15 on the high E, 17 on the high E, and then you finish it up with 19 on the high E. And that's it. That, my friends, was everything for Blue Morning Blue Day. A really cool song. I really hope you like this lesson. This is helpful for you. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.